Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome to the Once in a Lifetime video series. In this one here, we're trucking down to Cody, Wyoming. Gonna visit the Buffalo Bill Museum, also the Buffalo Bill Dam. Then we're heading east. Gonna go through Greybull, over the mountain passes, all the way over to Sheridan, Wyoming. All this video was shot recently in the month of July. So sit back, get ready, enjoy the ride, and the journey starts now. Welcome to Cody, Wyoming. Alright, gonna make a right here. Gonna go to the Buffalo Bill Museum first. This is Highway 14, 16, and 20. I was here several years ago during the good old pandemic, and everything was pretty much shut down, so it was always on the list to revisit this area. A lot of old hotels, restaurants. This is the old downtown district. Huge for tourism here. You're not that far from Yellowstone. We're like 50 miles from Yellowstone Park, but that's to the west. We're gonna be trucking east out of here. There's Irma's Buffalo Bill Hotel. I believe that was his wife's name, wasn't it? Irma? We'll find out at the museum. Alright, shouldn't be too much farther. Museum should be up here. Then I thought it'd be kind of cool. Run out a few miles out to the west is Buffalo Bill Reservoir and the dam. There's some tunnels we'll go through. I thought that'd be a cool little stop before we truck east. I need to pick up the pace a little bit heading for South Dakota. Gonna get over there for the Sturgis rally. It's early this year, very first part of August. Alright, here it is. Yay. Get parked. Let's go check out the big time museum, and it is big. Blue skies, not a cloud in sight, perfect weather. Wyoming's such a big place. Alright, here we go. This is the Buffalo Bill Museum, Visitor Center, all kinds of cool stuff in here. This place is huge. There's his statue. Buffalo Bill right there. What a famous character back in the day. He was world famous. Okay, we're in. It's not cheap, but your ticket's good for a couple days. You can spend a couple days going through this place. There's an art gallery here. Different parts of the museum. I think a little section on Yellowstone itself. They give you a map. But I'm more interested in the Wild Bill Cody's stuff. Shows the different elevations of the mountain, where the tree lines are. Draper Natural History Museum. All the goats and sheep and bears and critters. Wyoming's famous for dinosaurs too. They have a lot of dig sites for dinosaurs. So does Montana and South Dakota. Yeah, we're on the top level here. Oh wow, look at the map. This whole area here. Wind River and all that. We're not going through Wind River this trip. So as you go down, you're going down an elevation in the museum. It's kind of cool how they laid this out. Want to pet the coyote? Cute little doggy, huh? I don't think so. Very lifelike though.
That help support a greater diversity of plants and animals. Understanding the cause of neglect means learning about sound. Millions of tiny streams together when fresh snow falls. That thawing and freezing when it changes.
Oh, what's in the floor? It's a nest, huh? Wow. Yeah, this place, it's world class. There is attention to detail here. Skeleton there. That's amazing, isn't it? How they preserve this stuff and display it. Bullwinkle, the moose. That's cool. That is life size, isn't it? There's thousands of pounds those guys get up to, don't they? Wow, bison, buffalo falling off the cliffs. That's how they used to hunt them back in the day, wasn't it? Remember seeing a sign about that when we were up in Idaho. There's a picture of it. History. Now they're digging up the bones. True Wild West back then. This was Buffalo Bill's day, too. Well done. Okay, there's a section for just Buffalo Bill. We'll find that. It looks so lifelike, doesn't it? Excuse me. Which way to the Buffalo Bill collection? How did they get that wagon down here? That's the question. You always wonder some of these places. Probably hauled it in pieces, huh? The Attack of the Stagecoach. That thing is in mint condition, isn't it? Huge portrait picture of old Wild Bill. I remember when we were up in Nebraska at North Platte at his actual home. That was cool. That was unforeseen when I was there. To actually visit his house up there in Nebraska. Big wall, nothing but billboards. Where is this picture from? London, 1902. I bet people were excited for that. Oh my goodness, where's this one? They're waving. The folks are waving to the camera. They're all looking up. Where's this? Italy, 1906. All the billboards. Well, a little place you can get a selfie. They even got little hats you can wear and mustaches. There you go. Well, let's go upstairs.
All of my life, it has been my pleasure to show the West beauties, its marvels, and its possibilities to those who, under my guidance, saw it for the first time. I'm about to take the back trail, looking through the eyes of memory at the West I have known and loved. And it will give me great pleasure to take you with me. I will share some of my favorite tales about the Buffalo, the Pony Express, and the stagecoach. I will show you some of the humors, as well as the stirring scenes of the frontier. I'll try to vary the pace, for I know that travelers appreciate frequent changes of Americans, and for all people, the American West is a priceless possession.
Amelia Earhart. There's a real picture of him. Pretty good camera work for back in that time. They well documented it for sure. His old saddle. Actual video. There he is. My goodness. You think this guy would have done good on YouTube? He would have owned YouTube. Big old printing press. Probably printed all of his own billboards and everything. Just to move a show of this size and clear over to Europe. All the animals. That is something. And there's your old time RV right there. 1 and 2 horsepower models. There he is with his wife. Young picture of him. Way back when he was in the military. What was he, a scout, right? What a life to have back then. Looks like his kids, they grew up in a famous family, didn't they? Old violin. He had grandkids. All that dating back to the early 1900s. A troubled marriage. Oh my goodness. From all his travels and carousing around. Irma tried to poison him but couldn't prove it, so the judge said, no, you're going to stay married. Then they reconciled. Wow. You like yellow? Find that in the dark. This must be the show, everyone in the show. They got all their uniforms, the headdresses, all the cowboys, the troops. There's Wild Bill in the middle of it. So they made money going around the world. Wonder what the work conditions were though then. Probably not the best. Different times. What a picture. All the lives and faces of the past. That's amazing. These silent old films are kind of cool. This shows the history back then. That's how many shows he did through the years around the country. different style shows. Look at them all. They had to move all them people and animals, everything. That's just the United States. Then he went overseas. Just wall after wall of posters. Oh goodness, here's his tent. Private tent. Just for him on the road. Real furniture. Not much of a bed, more of a cot, isn't it? Well, he's the star of the show and the owner of it. Gambling. William Cody's wealth. How wealthy was he? He was a millionaire back in them days. Oh, there's the house. Yay, there's the picture. We were there. Oh, I remember that place. I'd like to go back there again. That was in North Platte, Nebraska. 100 grand it cost them to build it back then. Had them big barns and everything. So he was a millionaire back in those days. That was something.
Possibilities to those who under my guidance I'm about to take the back trail, looking
Here's the art gallery. This thing's world famous, I'm sure. Wonder if they sell them here or just display them. Yep. There's the bison buffalo. Pretty lifelike. Oh, here's one of them paintings you could stare at forever. Never figure it out. That's cool. All of the horses. Pretty fancy place. I'm glad I came back here. It was on the list to revisit. This time it's a lot more relaxing and easier to walk around and stuff. Big old yard, property. Looks like another statue of him out there. Well, we'll make our way back towards the van. I think there's a gun section to this. Try to find it. Old rancher with a dog. Found it. Look at the size of that rifle. Kaboom. Big guns. Well, we'll walk back through there a little bit.
Welcome to the Cody Firearms Museum.
Western movie actors. James Arness and Gunsmoke. The boots, the hats, the guns they use in the movies. They got military guns in here. If you're a gun buff, you could spend a half a day in this place. They don't make good old westerns like that anymore, do they? Bonanza, oh my goodness, brings back memories. Guns they actually used in their shows. There's Annie Oakley's sharpshooter. Quite the collection. Shooting a rifle off her shoulder. The pictures here displayed with the guns, they just tell the story, don't they? Very, very well done.
It's right over here. Spot it.
Here's the layout of the place. Just huge. Well, cool. All right, well, we covered quite a bit of it. I want to drive out to the reservoir and the dam. Then I got a reservation over in Greybull at the KOA. We still got some miles to do yet today, too. Cool stop. There's a big Walmart out here. I'm going to stop. I'll do it after we go out to the dam. I want to stock up, get some food and stuff. But this is the road to Yellowstone. About 45 miles. You'd be in the national park. We went around most of the park doing the Beartooth Highway. Wasn't that cool? The Beartooth Highway. Oh my goodness. That was incredible. I will remember that forever. In that town Red Lodge. Just on the other side of these mountains will be the reservoir and the dam. A lot of motels and hotels here though in Cody. Off to the right, looks like their arena for rodeos. Cody Stampede Park. I don't know if I've ever been to an actual rodeo, you know, like a pro one. Small town ones I've seen. That'd be something to do someday. I think Las Vegas, they have the World Championships. The only bad thing about going to Vegas and all that, it's so crowded. Now it's getting scenic. Little river down there off to the right. Point of interest. You want to stop? Heck yeah. I see a sign up here. Let's check her out. Shoshone Canyon. Right here in the gorge, this is called Rattlesnake Mountain along the Shoshone River. A little bit about the geology. Oh heck, it's only 570 million years old. Just like yesterday. Talking about a little bit about the dam. We're gonna go see it. Yeah, pretty through here. Alright, I gotta change out camera batteries and then we'll cut through the tunnels and go see the dam. They cut right through that rock. That's Wyoming's longest tunnel we just drove through. Solid rock. Well, feels good to be out of the van a little bit. As soon as we're done here, we're going to head over to Greybull. It's a few miles to the east. Spend the night there. Dam and Visitor Center, it's open. Yay. It's free. There's no charge to come here. Buffalo Bill Dam. 1910. They started it.
So this is how they used to get across like this river before the dam.
Scenic byways. This entire state is one. We'll be on a few of them. Go north through Greybull. That's all Scenic Byway. When we go over the Bighorn Mountains. Pretty area. Wyoming's longest tunnel. Yep, we just drove through it. Wonder what they did before the tunnel. Must have had an old road goes way around it. Buffalo Bill State Park. That's farther up the reservoir towards Yellowstone. Alright, let's go check out the dam. Big old valve. Wooden ball. Water's not super clear, is it? Kind of greenish. Think all the wildlife around here. Oh man. This reservoir goes back there quite a few miles. Busy road. That's the main highway. Well, when you think of Yellowstone, there are millions of people. Of course, most people come in from the west. This would be the east side of Yellowstone. Maybe another year or two, revisit Yellowstone. Just so darn busy there. Isn't it pretty here? All the fencing, keep the rocks coming down off the hill. Comes one of their little shuttle carts. You can ride that thing. I don't want to. I want to walk. A lot of echoes through here. Right off, the sound bounces right off the rocks, doesn't it? Graphics on this wall produced 1970s before it was modified, so they built the dam originally and then kept raising it up. Quite the engineering. I mean, 1910. A lot of it was done by hand. There they are raising it. Pretty good pictures. the wood floating in. They probably gotta scoop that out, because this thing produces power. It's a tall one. Ooh, we'll walk out on that walkway there up there. Buffalo Bill Dam and Visitor Center, Cody, Wyoming. Built in 1910. Looks like 5 years to build it. Modified in 85 to 93. Absolutely everything around here is named after Buffalo Bill. Let's walk over the dam first, then we'll go inside. Yeah, that's a lot of wood. You could have a few fires out of that stuff. Probably comes in out of Yellowstone. If you're scared of heights, you might want to just go inside the building. Wow, what a view. Bet there's some gold nuggets down in that river down there. All these mountains is mining. So 1910. Long time ago, they had workers in here building this thing. You can kind of see the difference in the concrete colors for where they raised it up. That's a long ways down there. Stairway built in the rock. Must be from when they raised it. Probably part of the construction. I'd say that's our power station down there. There's got to be a road to get in down there. Pretty darn impressive. This must feed a lot of water to a lot of ranchers. If you get a chance, my goodness, stop. It's free. Free to see all this. That's a photographer's dream right there. Big old canyon with a dam and everything. And I'd say this is about as far as we can go. What a day to forget my fishing pole. Someone left me a comment, said, "You always forget your fishing pole." Yeah, kind of true.
How you doing?
Back in the day, I used to fish a lot. Now it's hard to find the time. Always traveling. Yeah, that's a lot of wood. They got to be able to use that stuff for something. You can see how deep it is, though. There's your water level. There's the canyon. All the way down there, Shoshone River. Wyoming sure is blessed with a lot of beauty, isn't it? Okay, they got a theater in here. Watch some movies. Cody to Yellowstone, a little bit about the road going over in the mountains. Taming the Canyon. Another picture of Wild Bill. There's one where they're starting to build the dam. Drilling into the bedrock. 1905 to 1910. Hauling bags of cement from the railroad. Wow. That is quite some engineering. Birth of the dam. Oh, look at that 1909 spring runoff. Overtopped the dam. Really good pictures from back in those days. Just like at the museum. Snow hanging off the canyon walls. Snow and ice. Little diagram of the dam there. To pour that amount of concrete back in those days. Wonder how many people worked on this thing. And it looks like they piped the water out of here for agriculture and farms. That's a good thing. They're scooping out all that wood. Removal of driftwood and debris. That is endless, I bet. Make some good firewood or something out of it. And there's the power plant, irrigation, fishing, municipal water, recreation. Well, at one time it was the tallest dam, and it cost $929,000 to build it. Not anymore, huh? Alrighty, here we go. Back through the tunnels. Cool stop, highly recommend it. That state park, you can camp right out here if you're trucking around Cody. Also, there's RV parks everywhere around. Lots of traffic. Alright, I'm gonna make a quick stop up here, pick up a few supplies at the local Walmart. Need water, a couple things to put in the fridge for some food. Then we're gonna take Highway 14 straight over to Greybull. All stocked up. I stop at Walmart's more out of convenience than anything. I get asked that often. I mean, if there's a Safeway or Albertsons, that's great too. Most towns have a Walmart. There's Irma's again. World famous hotel. Alright, we're going to keep going straight up here. We're going to stay on 14. I was looking on the maps back there. Actually, there's a little museum with airplanes right before we get into Greybull. I thought we'd check that. We still got a little time. It's about right around noon. And I better top off with fuel. There's a lot of gas stations right here. Here's one right here. This'll work. Grab a little go juice and then we're on our way. Alrighty, here we go. It's not too far over to Greybull. We are on Highway 14, 16, and 20. This beautiful state of Wyoming. shows on the maps, there's a museum right behind this rest area. Wyoming's prehistoric wildlife. Yeah, dinosaurs. Heck yeah. There was that TV show. I always liked it. They only had it on one season called Dino Hunters. That was based out of Wyoming here. You can check out the dig sites. That'd be a good adventure sometime. Maybe another trip to Wyoming for that. I know a few dinosaurs. I'm included. Joke, joke. Here's the museum. They converted old bombers into firefighting planes that dump and spray the fire retardant. Sign says open. The guy in here was telling me you can go inside one of them out there. They've been saving these planes. Pretty darn cool. Yeah, he said because of Yellowstone, all the mountains, Rocky Mountains around here, they fight fires. Imagine the history here of all those planes. Wow, it warmed up. It's a lot warmer than it was in Cody. Must have dropped in elevation a little bit. It's borderline hot right now. Beechcraft, Model 18. So all these old planes were converted to firefighting. Old time fire truck. Wow. Look at this thing. Bet that makes some racket when them engines fire up on that. Wonder if any of these still run. Probably not. Or fly. What I'm saying, run. Water buckets for helicopters. Drop them right in, fill them up. Water buoy bucket. Okay. From World War II bombers to fire bombers. There's the plane in action right there. Good picture. Aero Commander 500B. So they flew around in that one, directing all the big planes to how to attack the fires, probably. I remember years and years ago when I lived in California, firefighters, one of these bombers would go down. They fly through smoke, low to the ground. Very, very dangerous. Here's a little memorial for him. Alright, I think at the other end is that plane we can get inside. Let's walk down there. Here it is. Westinghouse J34 engine. Yeah, these engines are huge. Well, to take off with all that liquid in there, that's got to be heavy. Heavy loads. Really good pictures of these planes in action. Well, want to go inside? There's a picture on the wall showing the tanks that used to be in here. Bet this thing was noisy in here, them engines going. There's the tanks holding the fire repellent. All the wiring. There's no insulation in this thing. Just a big old rattle trap, huh? Wonder how many missions it flew. A lot of electrical. Looks like it could almost go up again. Really shows the structure of these things, how they were built. Normally when you see planes, they're all covered over. Cool. It's hot in here too, my goodness. There's some mountains over there. In the morning we're going to be crossing over the mountains, heading over to Sheridan. Welcome to Greybull. I drove through here once. There's a big KOA. I'm gonna spend the night here. No mountains right here. It's flat as a pancake. A lot of farm fields. A&W root beer. Doesn't that sound good? Big old root beer float. Well, we'll cruise around downtown and I'll go find that campground. Big trees. I think hunting is big here. I know fishing is in the streams. Everything in Wyoming outdoorsy. A lot of motels. One after another. Older ones too. Small town USA. RVerTV style. Small towns, back roads. Here you go. Here's the area. There's a hotel. Oops. I think I needed to make a left there. Alright. Figure out where we're at. Yep. I gotta turn around. We'll just go around the block. First mistake all day, right? This is called the Scenic route. Yeah, isn't it flat here? Alright, make a right up here. Now we should cut through town. And I'm pretty sure this is where the highway splits. So straight ahead be 14. That's the way we're going in the morning. Then to the right is 16 and 20. All the old shops, stores, restaurants, Napa. All small towns have a Napa Auto Parts. Old brick buildings. Okay, I'm looking for a street to the left up here for the KOA. Another motel. Quite a few. I think here's my street right up here. Looks like a little restaurant. There's the sign, KOA. Yay! Made it. This campground's back in with the houses. Don't see that too often. There it is. Right in the neighborhood. Found this online, this one night quick stay. I thought about staying back in Cody, but I'm trying to pick up a little time and a few miles. Once again, we're trucking towards South Dakota. Ooh, fancy entrance. Alright, well, let me get checked in. These are fancy. You got your own little patio and tables. Let's do a little e-bike ride. I was talking to the owner. There's a bike path right behind the park here. Falls along the river. They got tent sites here, real clean showers, restrooms. This is a nice KOA. All these KOAs are super kid friendly too. If you got the kiddos, this is a good one to come to. Right up here is the river and the bike trail. This is all blocked off. We'll go back across, go down the trail a little ways. So they got a little park here, bike trails. So if you're wanting something to do here in Greybull, why not? Yeah, the guy really bragged on this bike trail. Bighorn River is what the sign says. Okay. Yeah, I bet they get flooding, so the bike trail's kind of their levee to protect the town. It's like a park. They got that frisbee golf stuff down there, that disc golf. They need to mow it though. Grass is pretty deep. Yeah, they got to get flooding. Look at the gates, these little gates here. There's an RV. Well, we'll go a little ways, see what we find. Kind of neat down through here, though. So this levee protects the town. That's why they built it, and they got the gates for flood control. And the Frisbee Golf. Well, let's keep trucking a little ways. I think we're getting to the end of it. Yep, it's got to be the end. Old building over here to the right. Yep, that's it. Yeah, all flood protection through here. That's smart. They do get winter here. They get a lot of snow. It gets cold here. Well, that was fun. Starling's hooked up. Gonna get some rest. We're out of here early in the morning. We're going to cross over the mountains, heading to Sheridan. Good morning. Rise and shine. It's early. I like to get out early. Sun is just about ready to pop up. Nice day. Got a little noisy last night with the swimming pool. Kids were having fun. No big deal. They shut it down after dark. The owner here is super hard-working. Nice fella. I enjoyed talking with him. He really likes his park here in this town, which he should. Nice place to live. Well, let's take a little different way out of here. We'll go straight, cut back through downtown. Nice homes. I could see a lot of people would like to live in here. And there's your dollar store right there, Family Dollar. There's no big stores, but that's okay. We're gonna take Highway 14 straight over to Sheridan. Miles wise, it's not far. It should be a very scenic ride, cutting over the Bighorn Mountains. Gonna go up a neat pass. I was mapping it last night. There's a waterfall we can find, hopefully. And once we get on the other side of the mountains, we'll drop straight down. Should have some scenic views. Going through a town called Dayton. And then straight on into Sheridan. I'm going to spend a night in Sheridan. And then after that, heading straight for South Dakota. Yay. That was fun following that bike trail along this river here. Yeah, I was talking to the owner again last night. He said people fish it. There is huge fish you can catch out of there, I guess. Alright, sun's coming up. I want to get a few miles. We got a few miles before we get up to the pass where we start climbing. I see mountains. We're gonna go right up in there. Alright, slowing us down. This should be that little town. I believe it's called Shell. Don't blink, you might miss it. Couple old buildings there on the right. Wyoming is a pretty ride. This is one of their scenic byways here. Here's the gate. No turning around now. They can close the road. Little sign said Shell Creek. Get ready. Here is your scenic ride. Scenic Byway. Cutting across on Highway 14 over to Sheridan. Right through the Bighorn Mountains. Let this truck go by. This guy's in a hurry. He's right on my bumper. Probably going to work. I'll find a pull off. We'll stop, check it out. What views. Big old rock faced cliffs. Sun kind of went away. When we were closer to town, it was just coming up. Mountains are blocking it. It's alright, it'll come up quick. now it's opening up. That was a narrow little pass going through there. Back in the old days, they'd bring wagons, stagecoaches through here probably. Old road. The wind is just screaming right now through here. My goodness. Wow, this is so neat. Highway 14, Bighorn Scenic Byway. Big old boulder right there. There's your selfie site. Sun's starting to hit the top of those cliffs up here. Well, a few miles up the road, supposed to be a waterfall. We'll try to find that. I can't believe this wind. There was nothing this morning at the park. Must be because we're in this pass. It is just screaming up through there. It's almost pushing me over. I'd put my jacket on. Kind of chilly. Alright, well, what do you say? Up the hill we go. it says elk and deer run through here. I bet. Hunting up here in Wyoming is huge. Big sport. Copman's Tomb. Elephant Head Rock. And Pyramid Peak. So they named some of the peaks. Some guy named Copman, they spread his ashes up there. He was an explorer or something around here. I'll be darned. So up there's, it must be the Pyramid Peak, or is that the elephant? I don't know. Fun to look anyway, huh? That wind calmed down here a little bit. It's not near as bad. It's down near that boulder. If you're wondering what's holding the road up, oh man, there it is. How about wood? Probably have had a few washouts on this highway. Climbing at a pretty good rate. My ears are popping. So somewhere up here there should be a rest area with those waterfalls. Oh wow, imagine driving a truck over this. He's got to use all his gears going downhill. That'd be a slow ride, wouldn't it? Beautiful view out of the rear cam this morning. Isn't that gorgeous? We should be up that waterfall pretty darn quick. Here it is. Yay, made it. Shell Falls. I'm the only one here. Of course, it's early. That's why I get out early. Alright, get parked, take a walk. can hear the water. It's got to be over here. There it is. You can sure hear it running. Oh, cool. There's a walkway down there. We gotta go down there. There you go. Get a lot closer to it. Moving mountains. I bet during the spring runoff this thing is boiling down through here. Every second, 144 showers. Kind of cool how they figure that stuff out. Well, let's find our way down there. Too cool for school. That was noisy down there. That was loud. But that's a ton of water going through there. That's neat. Shell Falls, if you get a chance. Coming through this area, stop and check it. There is another waterfalls up on that hill. I need to zoom in on with my phone on it. There it is, I see it. There it is. I had a hard time finding it. It's a small one, but it's running, isn't it? Imagine all the wildlife. That's our water fountain. Cool. What a pretty place. Well, we're getting up top now. Look at all the trees. We're right in the thick of it here. Temperature's gone down. I had to kick the heater on between the wind and getting up here in elevation a little bit. But we're almost up top. Then we're going to be heading over toward Sheridan. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Bullwinkle. Or her. Oh my goodness, look at this guy. Big old moose, huh? That is something. Not a care in the world. I'm in their world here. I'm in their yard. More critters. Just got to keep an eye out for them. I'm in no hurry. They can sure pop out on you quick. Well, I'd say we're out of the mountains. Up top of the hill. Big old lodge. I gotta stop, change camera batteries a minute. It is a big lodge, huh? Well, pull in. Looks like they're doing some roof repair. I remember right, well, I know snowmobiling and cross-country skiing is big here. Alright, this will only take a minute. They rent side-by-sides here. That'd be cool. So you have to drag your four-wheeler up here, just rent one. Big lodge. Yeah, I bet snowmobiling is huge here. It's called Elk View Inn, in case you're wondering. Okay, gonna cut across the top here and then head down the other side. It's right around 9:30 in the morning. Here we go. Here's at Burgess Junction. That's the way I went several years ago when I drove up through here. It dropped me down into the town called Lowell and then on into Cody. So both ways you're gonna have a pass to go through. I think they're both pretty. So I did them both. I'll put a link in the description for that trip. It's been like 3-4 years ago. Good 4 years, I guess. Are you ready for a view? Heck yeah. Made it over. I'll get parked here. We'll check this out. And we're heading straight down to the valley. Off that direction will be Sheridan, I-90 and all that. A little town called Dayton, and there's another one, I forget the name of it. Grandchester, I think. But what a view, right up here on the side of the mountain. Bighorn Mountains. Just like a view out of a small plane, isn't it? It's a long ways down there. Nice and green. Logging trucks, they're used to driving these mountain roads and dirt roads. They go way back up in there. Well, cool. This was definitely on the list one more time to see, and I made it. Last time I came through here, I came up. Now we're gonna go down. Here we go. It drops off quick. Real windy stretch through here. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you can sign up for the free newsletter. Putting out one twice a month now, right around the 5th and the 20th. We're putting one out. Has all kinds of articles and stories about current videos, previous, and future travels. Plus, got a merch shop. All kinds of cool stuff. We got the Armchair Traveler series. Very popular series of mugs, tumblers, hats, t-shirts, all kinds of cool things, which helps support the channel and future videos just like this one, over the Bighorn Mountains, cutting through the top part of Wyoming. Absolutely gorgeous trip today. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv, and I appreciate it very much. Perfect road for a motorcycle. I was holding him up. He can really zip down through these curves. He's probably heading over to South Dakota. Same direction I'm heading. Heading over to Sturgis and the Black Hills. Well, so long, Bighorn Mountains. Fun trip through there. Absolutely gorgeous. Would do it again. Well, find a place to stop up here. I gotta take care of the cameras. And we're not that far from Sheridan now, only a few miles. I see a pullout right here. This will work. Well, you got a little storyboard. Feels good to be out of that van for a while. Tongue River Crossing. Okay, oh, it's talking about this is part of the Bozeman Trail. Railroads on the 1860s. Tribal land is in here. Oh my goodness, they had conflicts. All kinds of things happened here. Now it's a big old farm field. Alright, well, take a break for a little bit, then we're going to head on into Sheridan. This town is called Dayton, Wyoming. We're very, very close to the Montana state line here. Super close. Kind of skirting along the two state lines between Wyoming and Montana. But once we get to Sheridan, we're dropping south. We're going to cut across through Gillette. Then on my way to South Dakota. Alright, here's Interstate 90. I haven't been on a freeway for a while, huh? Yay. Not since Idaho. That's pretty good. Alright. Also 14 runs along through here too, so we're going to head on into Sheridan. Just a few miles away. Exit 20. Well, the KOA is off to the left. That's actually where I'm going to spend tonight. But still a little early yet. Let's go ahead. I'll cruise downtown. We'll drive through downtown, check that before I head out and camp for the night. Welcome to Sheridan. Through the years, I've driven through here many times. I rarely ever stopped here. If I did, it was to get fuel. But I used to travel I-90 often. Big town. They got all the stores here. I'm not sure what the population is, but it's pretty good size. South of here would be Buffalo, Wyoming. Then from there, if you trucked east, you'd get into Gillette and all that. One thing about Wyoming, the big towns are few and far between. You go a lot of miles before you hit a big town. Alright, if I remember right, they got a pretty neat old town down here, downtown area. Got some cool buildings. Here it is, we're getting into it here. Old town, old mining. Plus that Bozeman Trail and all the cattle. All the pioneers that came out here in their covered wagons. Well, let's cruise it. Got a big old crane going there. All the old buildings. Furniture store. Maurice's. Looks like cafes. There's your bar. Rainbow Bar right there. Stop and get a cold one. Flower baskets hanging off the light poles. I can see why a lot of people want to move here and live. The only drawback to living up here, and some people love it, it's winters. All the cold weather. But if you don't mind it, this is perfect. Murals on side of the buildings. Wow, this is bigger than what I remember. Thank you for watching this once-in-a-lifetime video on exploring Wyoming. We went from Cody, the museum, out to Buffalo Bill Dam, crossed and spent the night at Greybull. That was a cool little town. Then over the Bighorn Mountains, right down here to Sheridan. Be sure to check out all the other once-in-a-lifetime video series right here on RVerTV. There's plenty more to come. Journey continues. Talk soon.